They say only two things in life are certain: death and taxes. Today, we're talking about the scary one: taxes. Welcome to the Red Desk. We're talking about the one thing that every homeowner has in common. You know them, you complain about them, you hate paying them: property taxes. When you buy a house, you're opting into some legal agreements, and one of those is paying property taxes. As much as everyone would love to only have to pay their mortgage, that's just not how things shake out. Sorry. There are a lot of other costs wrapped up into homeownership, and not understanding stuff like property taxes can make financial planning a whole lot harder. No worries though, I'm going to explain in detail what property taxes are, how they're calculated, and what you can do to pay less of them. Property taxes, or as the IRS likes to call them, real estate taxes, are tied directly to the value of your home. Your taxes pay for things like roads, fire departments, parks, sewer systems, and most importantly, schools. The average homeowner pays $2,375 in property taxes each year, or just shy of $200 a month. Property taxes can make a big chunk of a local government's operating budget, so they're a big deal. They also fluctuate depending on how much your home is worth at the time. The more it's worth, the higher the taxes. The less it's worth, the lower. Real quick for the home buyers, when you get pre-approved for a mortgage, you also get a mortgage estimate. Estimate is the key word there. Because taxes change depending on assessments, lenders use data to make an educated guess. So don't be surprised when your actual mortgage payment is a little bit different. Property taxes are paid to your county or other local authority, and the way they are calculated depends on where you live. Let's crunch the numbers, shall we? Your property tax amount is based on the assessed value of your home, which is similar to an appraisal. But states and counties assess home values in different ways. States like California base it on selling price. New York assesses values annually, others every few years. You get the idea. The percent of your assessed value that's taxed also changes. What's that mean? Some states may only use 50% of your assessed value for taxes instead of all of it. So, if you have a $400,000 house, you may only be taxed on $200,000 of it. There are plenty of articles on the Rocket Mortgage Learning Center with all these details and more links in the description. Because there are so many potential variables, it helps to have a common way to talk about property tax amounts, which brings us to millage. Millage, with an M, refers to a unit of measurement known as a mill, which is how much homeowners pay per $1,000 of home value. If you pay $40 per $1,000 of home value, that would be a rate of 40 mills. Got it? We'll see about that. On a $400,000 home, assessed at a 50% rate with a property tax of 20 mills, how much would you pay per year? You can pause if you want to take a stab at it. Not a fan of math? I'll make it easy. The answer is $4,000. Take 50% of the house's value, divide that by 1,000, and multiply that by 20. Boom! People use mills to talk about ad hoc projects and general tax costs in an area. For example, a city council may pitch a new school development as only adding 4 mills. You may also see the term effective property tax rate as well. That's just how much you pay in taxes each year, shown as a percentage of your total home value. So, $4,000 in annual taxes on a $400,000 home would be 1%. All right. Enough math. Ugh. Luckily, the hard work of paying property taxes is usually handled by your mortgage servicer. So you can just kick back, relax, and pay your bills. Here's how it works. If you have an existing mortgage, your property taxes are split into monthly increments by your lender and added right into your monthly payment, kind of like icing on a cake. You don't have to do anything but pay your mortgage. Lenders take that extra monthly bit and add it to an escrow account. You can learn more about those in our What is Escrow video. If you've paid off your house, you'll just get a tax bill from local officials. Now, let's make sure you're not overpaying. Because taxes are, well, mandatory, there aren't a whole lot of ways to get out of them, which is why it's important to research where you're buying to get a good estimate of how much you'll be paying. There are some things to keep in mind. The first is that if you can itemize, you can deduct up to $10,000 on your annual federal tax returns. So if you do your own taxes, don't forget that. Other opportunities to save depend on who you are. You may be able to save some cash if it's your first and primary home, you're a senior citizen, you're a veteran, you have a disability, you work on a farm or other agricultural property, you're a nonprofit or religious organization. Since these change so much state to state and county by county, your best bet is to look up your local tax authority for details. Just search your county name plus property tax rate or call your local government office to get the details. There you have it. Taxes. Fun. Not really, but hey, you've got a house. Now that you know how taxes work and how they can impact your mortgage payment, you can feel more confident and be more proactive with your financial choices. Get out there and vote. Have a say in your town's decisions. Help upgrade the parks in your town. Consider yourself a patriotic, tax-paying citizen. One last thing. Part of getting ready to buy a house is scoping out all the juicy details, like these potential tax requirements. So check out Rocket Homes Home Listings to get an accurate history of estimated yearly taxes on your potential home. You can get there with the link in the description. All right, back to paying the taxes. Thanks, you guys. If you want to look at some more videos, and I know you do, click right here, and you can always like and subscribe for more. We'll see you next time.